Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Open man is Samuel, complete. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Purdy to throw it on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Purdy's throw caught by Gray. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Purdy off the play fake. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Vita Vea in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Well, talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. The 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So they gave up the field goal, but boom, they get it right back. Don't even worry about getting their offense on the field. They return it on the kickoff.
So I see your 3 points.
And raise you
6. Double it up, coming right back at them. And if that's going to be the trade all game long, someone's going to be very happy with the end result.
Extra point put through by Suckham. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And for them, maybe a little carryover hangover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? We're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. It's good play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Trying it, and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations? In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Fielded at the 20. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rest as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. After one, our score, 9-3. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Really don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Second down, here's Davis Price. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And they will take over 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Purdy now to throw. And throw here, that's complete. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Third and long for Mayfield. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett, his 2nd sack of the night. So we've come upon half. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play fake, Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They'll run it again with Fournette. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Keyshawn Vaughn, 22 yards. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. 7 consonants, 1 vowel. Here's Juszczyk. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. On 2nd and 9, Purdy. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a third.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
The offensive film session may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And take it right on the 30. For a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can...
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Fournette again. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop the rushes we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
To try again after the sack. Purdy. They'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The offense on 3rd down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw, Purdy. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Purdy, big 4th down play. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the option, this is Mayfield. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. first down, it's Purdy. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Purdy. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Throwing here, Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Purdy will look to throw again here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one out there, but it'll be third down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Purdy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to the right, he's got the tight end wearing. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Looking to throw again on second down. Purdy eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into the G. It's incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and one. Purdy with one final shot here. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk from 4 yards out. And the 49ers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. So they stay